What's up, y'all? This is ProBLK. It's your girl, Philo My Fupa. Ignore my background. I'm in the car right now. But as always, we are going live, and today's topic is symbols of status and priorities in the Black community. So in a second, I'm gonna be adding my favorite co-host, Rude Girl. And y'all already know what we about to get into. So DM this live to your friends and followers. And tune in, you guys, because we gonna get into it.
Hey.
Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How
Okay.
you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good too.
Yes. So, we talking about priorities and symbols of status. So, as far as priorities in the Black community, what do you think? Do you think that we are like irresponsible when it comes to our priorities?
I don't want to say we irresponsible. I want to say our priority list is out of whack. Because as far as responsibility, when it's your priority, you gonna put that first,
Mm-hmm.
regardless. So they're not gonna be irresponsible with it. What's up, bro? Um, but as far as irresponsibility, I don't think they're irresponsible. I don't think that's the phrase. But out of whack, definitely.
Yeah,
What you think?
I agree with you. I feel like a lot of us prioritize the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Like we put the wrong things first. Like prime example, things that's materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
We put materials like wants before our needs majority of the time.
Yeah, of course. That's like a
And
thing to do though.
what you say?
I said that's like a human thing to do though.
Yeah, but when it come to us, that shit different. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
we really idolize things that we shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then we see this shit that we see on TV. We got rappers and singers and all types of shit. We indulge in the wrong things. We give props to the shit that's bad rather
Right.
than the things that's good.
Real shit. I agree with you 100%. Like as far as status symbols in the Black community, let's talk
Mhm.
about a few of them. I know clothing is definitely a status symbol in the Black community. What you think?
Yeah,
Brand is
it
everything.
it definitely is. Yeah, my bad. My thing's slow. I just got an Amber Alert. Child, Texas be getting Amber Alerts like a motherfucker. But yeah, so I do like clothes and shit like that, labels, brand names, even little dumb shit, even certain brands of food. You know what I mean? Like,
See, okay, now, no. We're not gonna bring
see,
that in.
no,
Cause I can't stand no cheap ass food. I cannot. It has
no,
to be name brand.
I get that to, you know what I mean? I get that to a certain extent, but like people, just the thought process. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people be on some shit like, all right, everything just gotta be name brand. If you can't afford it, motherfucker, why you going for it?
Right. That's like that's how it is though. Like they look at labels like it's been like that always in whatever community you go into. It's not
Hmm.
just the Black community. It's like that everywhere. But our thing is more important than anything else. Like, oh, you know how I was in high school. If I had Abercrombie or Nike on my body, I'm good. Who
Right.
paid for that? You ain't pay for that. Your mom paid for it, didn't it?
Exactly.
Even now, motherfuckers will be broke living on their mom couch, but to throw on fucking Balenciaga sneakers,
Wow.
religion jeans. Like, pussy, where you got this money from? You can't even pay your rent.
Exactly. Bitches,
Motherfuckers will go
bitches want
broke.
Birkins, but ain't got no money to put in it.
I
Like
don't want no
people,
Birkin. That's too much money.
period. First of all, I personally think that shit is ugly. I think that I
Yeah.
never saw one cute Birkin bag.
Even the Balenciaga sneakers, them sneakers ugly as shit.
Child.
I'd rather put on some S. Dot Carters, but we not gonna talk about that.
But real shit though, like it's like people really we don't put our needs before our wants. We fucking damn bitch, it was on the tip of my tongue.
This will come back to you.
Yeah, it's gonna come back. Fuck it. But anyways, all right. Say somebody said they big for no reason.
Yeah,
But yeah, Birkin bags. I don't think they cute. Like, and a
yeah.
lot of these name brands, they don't even be wanting black people to fucking body shit. Like they be
Like
racist.
Tim's. Black people rock so hard for Tim's. He's racist. He don't want us in his shit. Tommy
Hmm.
Hilfiger. He don't want us in his shit. They fucking racist.
Gucci, all the motherfuckers
Racist
racist,
motherfuckers.
and
But
people go out their way to buy them and wear them. Like it's ridiculous.
and they don't even realize how much the black wave has, what kind of effect we have on brands. If
Exactly.
we say it's hot, everybody want that shit. Let me ask
All
you
right,
this: Do
listen. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
you feel like hip hop culture got a lot of a major effect on priorities in the black community?
Hell, motherfucking yeah. Hell yeah. Somebody said nut ass sneaker, North Face or and somebody said like Jordan, he helping build jailhouses.
See, now he doing shit for the community. That's different.
See,
Oh wait,
my
you said he
whole
helping build jailhouses.
yeah, they were saying that somebody that I'm not sure if it's Michael Jordan because I did hear of somebody with Jordans. I don't want to. I think it is Michael Jordan though. They saying that everybody waiting in line to buy his sneakers and he helped build up jails and shit like that.
See, I'm always
See,
torn when it comes to like jails and shit like that. Now I know it's a conspiracy where they using slave labor and shit like that, and it's all a system to get us sent to jail. But a lot of
hmm
black motherfuckers, there's some motherfuckers who need to go to jail out here.
no
So I'm
kizzy,
always torn on that shit.
real shit. But like a lot of us put our once before our needs, all these name brand shit, all these materials. They don't even want us wearing their brands, and
Mm-hmm.
then the fuck niggas be killing each other over shit like that. But and fucking will rep a hood that nobody got no parts of. Nobody own nothing in that hood. You know what I'm saying? Like our priorities is really all the way fucked up as a whole. Why you think it's like that though for us? Why do you think our priorities is fucked up?
Oh, it goes so deep. Like generational curses as far as repping the hood, that
Hmm.
comes for us having nothing to belong to. We want to own something. We want to have a community. Oh,
Hmm.
this is mine. I'm selling on this block, so it's mine. But if you die and whoever selling on the other block die and they gentrify the neighborhood, who will belong to them?
No kizzy.
And and as far as um labels and shit like that, I know we was watching. Remember the documentary I showed you
Hmm.
where they were saying how to sell to the Negro?
Yep.
For so long we had radio shit. Now we want the highest price, best name brand because we think it's
Hmm.
gonna last longer, and then it makes us feel like we have something. You know what I'm saying?
It give us that validation
Right, right.
because
So
our ancestors been, you know, shunned for so
deprived.
long. They've been
Yeah,
deprived for so long. So it's like, all right, now, oh, this is nice. I want this. You know what I'm saying? So, child.
girl, you know how we get when they get on and they start getting that money. They don't be giving a fuck about the people no more.
Hmm.
That's how
And
it get.
somebody said, but Jordan need to stick with his people. Period.
Yeah, I was responding to her for everybody that's locked up over BS. Yes, over bullshit. But the ones who
Yeah,
need to be in
bullshit.
jail,
Yes.
keep them motherfuckers there.
Period. Serve
Get
your
them
time, motherfucker. You did the crime. Do the fucking time.
the blocks belong to the whites, definitely.
Most definitely. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing about that is, see, people talk all of this shit. We we need to really talk about buying our shit back.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we do what we supposed to do and stick together the way that we should, things will go different.
But you know how black people are. They don't
It's
want to build wealth for themselves because they don't want to fuck up their assistance, their food stamps. You know how a lot of black people are. They don't want to fuck
how
up
I
their
said I ain't gonna hold
government
you. I said
assistance.
that shit. I said that shit earlier. I ain't gonna hold you.
Which I just said it a couple times too.
Listen.
They fucking with my food stamps. Now
I
you
said,
know how
listen
they fuck.
now, I got a new job, I'm making a couple more dollars. These motherfuckers gonna short a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. We as a people are extremely dependent.
Mm-hmm.
We are dependent on the government. And by us being dependent on the government, that's what's holding us back. Everybody make it seem like now, don't get me wrong, if you need the shit, you need the shit. But
Right.
it's not for you to stay on it forever. And that's where people get it fucked up at.
It's supposed to be a stepping stone.
Exactly. Welfare is to get you through your hardship, your hard time for however long you need it. But after a while, you make your way to get off that shit.
Right.
You make your way to get off of it. You don't stay on it. You know what I mean? So by us being dependent and needing that validation, that's where all the other shit come in. And then they got it to where, like I said earlier, the shit we watch on TV. You see motherfuckers flexing their money, like now on social media. People show their money, their jewelry. All right, yeah, those are your possessions. You worked hard for that. But the people that's beneath you, they looking at it as like, oh, like they'll do anything to get that shit that you got. So now the narrative changed. It's like, okay, yeah, I want all of that, but I do anything to get that. You got niggas that do anything to get a whole bunch of bullshit that don't mean nothing.
Shit, they fuck around to yours. You posting that shit on social media. Y'all ain't hear what happened to Pop Smoke? Stop fucking doing dumb shit.
Real
Come
shit.
on now. Everybody don't need to know that you got it.
No kizzy.
That I mean, when I see somebody who flashing their money like that, it make me think that they putting on a show. Because real motherfuckers who got it like that, they don't gotta flaunt it. It's one thing to floss, but y'all niggas just being flashy for what?
Because you know how we are when niggas ain't never had shit. You can always tell when a nigga ain't never had shit.
That's new money right there.
You can always tell when a nigga ain't never had shit, and that's the thing too. Like people now, as far as social media, right? You see that the most on social media, niggas flexing and all of that, but in real life they don't got shit.
Right.
In real life they fucked up, and you just be sitting there like, bro, I thought you had it like that. You on here like you him or you her, but you not. You know what I mean? Like, so it's this fucking illusion. It caused people to sit back and fucking make up this false narrative like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I got this and I got that, and you don't. Nigga, you live right there down Kensington near all the smokers. If you balling like that, why don't you leave the hood?
I think that shit all the time.
I don't understand shit like that.
Motherfuckers buy $500,000 pairs of sneakers to say they got it, but you still walk around the same hood living on your mom's couch. Like, I don't understand.
It's goofy to me.
Real shit. Me personally, you know, I live within my means. First of all, black people, now that's not to say all black people, because there's some black people out here who work hard and they are working to get what they got. But a lot of things we need to learn is about working harder, not smarter, not harder.
Right.
Because, you know, everybody know a strong black person who got 2-3 jobs, be working hard, hustling to get their money. But a lot of black people don't have passive income. And what we mean by passive income is income that pays you and you don't have to work for it. You don't have to give it your time. So, prime example, everybody should understand. Nino Brown, right?
Right.
He was like the drug lord or whatever. He had people under him. He was getting passive income from his block boys. It's the same thing with regular old people. It's like having a rental property or a business online or some shit. Something that is going to bring money in and you don't have to watch it or give your time to it always. You know what I'm saying? That's passive income. That's how you create generational wealth. That's what we need to learn to invest our money in instead of buying fucking $1,000 iPhones every time they drop, which is every fucking year, or buying fucking Balenciagas when you live in the projects. Like buying red bottoms for no reason. Like, come on now. Invest in yourself. As far as living within your means, the key is for your cost of living to go down and your income to go up. Now, if a motherfucker who got it like that, like I said earlier, it's levels to the shit. Right. So certain jobs and shit like that require for you to have a certain look. So if you're a lawyer or some shit like that, an accountant, and you buy Armani suit or some shit like that, that's different. You spend the money because you have to have a certain look. But you an everyday Joe, you work at fucking Wendy's or you trapping, what you need to have a fucking lit up wrist for and everything. Build your wealth first, then you buy all your bullshit.
Exactly.
And a lot of black people got their priorities fucked up when they do it backwards. Living above their means. My child, we have passive income. I'm speaking it upon her. That's right.
That's right, baby. Do that. Yes.
Bullshit.
Period. That's what you manifest. You manifest that. But for real, like, and see, you know what's funny too? I saw a post the other day on here. You know Driz, the girl that be doing the funny skits with Tiz?
Oh yeah.
I love her. Shout out to her. She's fucking hilarious. So she put up a post and it said it was basically, I can't say it word for word, but it was basically a post where somebody was clowning somebody for taking a house or accepting a house that was passed down to them by somebody in their family. And I'm like, that's how you know niggas is stupid. How the fuck you clown to somebody for somebody leaving them a house for them to have? Do you have anybody in your family that could leave you a house? You get what I'm saying?
What is there to clown? Like, it's nothing.
It's
What are you
nothing to
clowning?
clown about
You
that.
sound like the clown. Just from me
Exactly.
hearing it. Like,
It was so weird to me. And I'm just like, that's why we fucked up as far as financial. That's why we fucked up, because we don't have nothing to even leave our kids. So when people do have shit to leave their kids, oh, your kids spoil you, or they think they better, or this. No, you just ain't have that.
yeah.
Don't be mad at them because they set their kids up for a better
Right.
future.
That's what you're
Or
supposed to do.
exactly, it's called generational fucking wealth, or whatever. You making sure that when you go, you won't have to worry about your kids suffering the way you suffered or whoever else suffered.
But you see, that shit is so foreign in the black community. That's why they shun it like that. Like, it's so foreign to me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You leaving shit for your kids? Or automatically, if your parents did what they supposed to do, you silver spoon or you got spoiled. No, they did what they were supposed to do.
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly. So, like, as far as when it comes to income and money management and all of that, we fucked because of that type of shit. And not even just that, our school systems, they don't teach us about credit
Not at
and
all.
money management, or they don't even have financial I feel, what you think? Do you feel like credit and financial stability and everything should be taught in schools?
Credit is so fucking important. Like, now you'll have teachers and shit that speak on credit, but we don't have no courses or it's not a part of the curriculum.
Right.
So when you first hit the streets and you turn 18, you get your first big account or whatever, they giving you that credit. They give you that credit card with the $500 limit, $1,000 limit, and you not knowing enough. You hear what people say, "Oh, you gotta take care of your credit, pay this off, use a little bit," but in your mind, you don't take it seriously because you don't understand how important it is. So you like everybody else you heard say, "Put that shit on my credit, fuck it." You swiping and charging the shit out your card, and that's how people get fucked up early on in their lives. A lot of black people get fucked up because they don't understand credit. Credit is so important. Credits, trade lines, piggybacking. This is the shit they teach the kids that go to private schools and the white kids that have generational wealth. They teach this shit to them. They don't teach it to us because they don't want us to take advantage of it. Do we know what trade lines are? Trade lines are just lines of credit that's been in good standing for 2 years or more. And then piggybacking is what people who have good standing credit do with their children. That's why the kids come up and they have good credit. All they do is they put them on their accounts as authorized users. Boom, you fucking 18, 16 with a fucking $700 credit score.
Credit score, right?
We don't get that
your
because we
parent
don't
was
know
being
to do that.
responsible.
Right. But somebody like you or me, we don't know that if we keep our credit in good standing for 2 years or so, say you got kids. When your daughter turns 16, she can have good credit because all you gotta do is put her as an authorized user. You can get her
Most
credit set up
definitely.
early. They don't teach us that in school because they don't want us to have that power, that generational wealth.
And when people learn it, see, and this is the thing too. When us as black people learn new shit, it's intimidating because we never was exposed to it or knew about it. So, like, that's with anything though. But we be so intimidated to the point where it's like, man, fuck this shit, it's too much. We lose hope so quick because when this opportunity shown, it's like, yo, like, this shit too good to be true. Most, not saying all, but majority. You know what I mean? And now they just like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's right here in front of you. You got to take advantage of that shit. A lot of people don't take advantage of the opportunities that's handed to them as well. And that's because we ain't never had shit.
Right. You comfortable with what you know. You know because your grandmama and your mom and your auntie and them been on welfare. So you know how that's going to work and they could tell you. But motherfuckers don't know as much about credit. So when you learning it, you get unsure, you get scared because can't nobody you know tell you about it.
Right.
You got to step outside your comfort zone and do more to achieve better. It's just that simple. You got to learn about credit. You got to teach yourself. If they're not going to teach us, we have to teach ourselves and teach the people coming up after us.
Exactly. Just like you could teach them. Let me tell you something. Just like you could teach these motherfuckers to fill out for fucking welfare, you could teach them how to fucking get their credit together. You could teach them how to fucking, like, with my little brother, he was, struggling with trying to work and shit like that, I was showing him like, look, this a pay stub, bro. You know what I mean? Take that time to teach your kids or your siblings, whoever. When you learn something, teach them some shit. And I understand some things you gotta learn on your own, but at least introduce them to something. If they come into you with a question, answer that shit. It's plain and simple. Because these motherfuckers, they don't care. Listen, they white kids could be on drugs, fucking heroin, out in the street, homeless somewhere. Them motherfuckers at least got a family they can come back to and still learn some shit, or still got some shit in the tuck for their kids. With us, it's like one and done. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. I went through this, so you're going to have to learn on your own.
Right.
We passing down generational curses instead of passing down generational wealth.
Right. I agree.
They said the whites be trying to discourage us blacks, especially the young blacks.
Right.
See, now, that's very true. I agree.
You think about that shit. Learning credit. At 25 and older, that shit is harder to learn than when you're 17. When they need to teach it to us, when it's going to stick to us always. They don't want us to know this shit. That's exactly. You exactly right.
Yes. Someone said, and if you can't get an answer, look it up on YouTube and Google, period.
Yeah, your ass be on there any other time.
Let me tell you, I learned everything from fucking YouTube, okay? Somebody said, children should be introduced to reality and society as soon as possible. I am not a fan of hiding real life from children. I'm glad you said that. And the reason why I'm glad is that you said that is because anybody that know me know I got 4 kids. My way of raising my kids is completely different from a lot of other people. When it comes to real life shit, I teach my kids that shit. You know how I am, Monica. I tell my kids the truth. Like, Mom, why is this happening or why is that happening? I give it to them straight up because I'd rather them learn it from me than to go out in the street and somebody teach them some fucked up shit that they don't know. So I agree with that. What you think?
I agree 100%. My parents was always open with me. Like, they felt like if you hiding something or not telling the truth about some shit, then you ashamed of it. Be real about it. And why would they lie? Why lie to your kids so they can go out and learn it on their own and get a misunderstanding? Explaining to them and explaining to them how they're supposed to know it so that way they can come out right with it. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
So
I agree
with you for this. You want the monies.
Yes, period. Yes. So as far as somebody said, granted, you don't have to teach a 5-year-old boy about fucking bitches, but you can let them know about feelings and lust.
That's what I'm saying. They're ready to tell kids, oh, you ain't getting no girlfriend yet, but don't want to explain what that shit is to them.
And then not even just that. You know how much shit is on TV nowadays?
Yeah.
Like, kids learn so much from watching shit. And that's why it's important to know what your kids is watching. Now, one thing about me that, and a lot of people might not agree, but the way I teach my kids is if they want to know something about something, they could come and ask me anything and I give them the honest truth, no matter what the fuck it is. Like, one day my daughter came up to me and she said, Mom, Jojo Siwa is gay. And I said, yeah. She said, what is that? So I told her, I said, she like girls. She's a lesbian. You know what I mean? I kept it a beam with her. What the fuck I'm supposed to say? Oh, she's happy. No, bitch, she gay. She like girls.
And like you said, she be bumping coochies and she be licking the twat. You just explained to her she likes women. She you know how it is when your daughter old enough to know liking a boy or not.
Right. So when she was asking me about that, I'm just telling her, like, look, this is what that means. A lesbian is a female that likes females in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. People be trying to hide so much of the truth from these kids, and that's why they grown up lost and fucking confused. Because you don't want to sit down there.
Because you was shunning them and keeping them from it.
Exactly.
You can't shelter your kids. Because if you shelter your kids, when they get exposed to that shit, they gonna go buck wild.
Right. That's real shit. Like somebody said, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all will be big soon. Influencers in the making. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Existence girl.
Yes. That's my baby Kiki. She worked with me.
Hey.
Somebody said, YouTube alone, my son is 2. He can unlock my phone and go to YouTube.
These kids crafty as fuck with these phones.
Lord, let me tell you, these fucking twins, they know how to search whatever they want. They go to the YouTube app and they know they can't fucking type. They pick that they click that microphone button, say whatever they want and go right to it. Them little motherfuckers are smart. These kids different.
Right.
Somebody said, exactly, you can tell her what gay people do later on down the line. LOL.
Yeah.
Real shit. Cause like now, see, y'all know me. You know me, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm raw and ratchet as fuck. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I say it straight how it is. Now, when my daughter get older, I'll tell her like, look, we like Gucci and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is when you get older. Like now, I'm just letting you know she's attracted to other females. It's okay to keep it real with your kids.
You just gotta speak to
Honestly,
them on a level.
yeah, just dumb it, not because they're not dumb, but dumb it down a little bit for them
Mm-hmm.
to their comprehension, to where they can actually comprehend and understand what the fuck you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had to shout y'all out in the group chat. This is a good live. Oh,
Oh, thank
Hakeem,
you.
thank you.
All
We love
love.
y'all. Thanks for showing us all the love. But yeah, so what are like other status symbols that you think fuck up our priorities or whatever the case?
I feel like, let me look at you. What I wrote, hair texture is definitely a status symbol in the black community.
Ooh, that's a deep one. Explain how.
Okay, so fine, soft, thin hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's considered the highest status, right?
Yeah.
So even if you got long, pretty hair, if it's considered coarse or nappy, and you still lower on the scale.
Mm.
All right, so say you got two natural women, right?
Right.
One has softer, oily, wavy texture, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Almost like Spanish Puerto Rican. These both black women though. And then one has kinky, coily texture that when you pull it, it's got
Right.
shrinkage. In the black community, the one with the finer hair texture gets a higher status. Am I
Mm.
wrong?
No. The first thing they say is, "Oh, you got good hair."
Right.
That make a lot of sense. I agree with you.
This woman, the other woman with the coily hair, her hair shrinks up. Now, mind you, with it blown out, that shit could be down to the middle of her back, but it
Mm.
shrinks up. You know how black hair get.
Right.
She still got nigga naps.
And people so fucking amazed. Oh my God, can I touch your hair, bitch? No.
Mm-hmm.
Touch your mom here. Fuck wrong with you?
Shit.
But yes, the comment said habits. Bad habits separate the ghetto from the suburbs.
What you mean? Give us some examples of
Give
bad
us
hair.
an example. I like that answer. Give us an example. It said heavy on the bad habits. Definitely habits. Okay, we waiting. Tight. Use them thumbs. Okay.
I know one bad habit would be drugs in the black community. They so
Mm,
glorified, especially by the rap game.
most
Drinking
definitely.
lean, smoking weed.
Popping
I wanted to
perks.
smoke weed before I even left fucking kindergarten from seeing how high. Like it's just it's glorified as like a
Hmm.
part of black culture.
Most definitely. I know for a fact that right now, well, lean was in for a long time, but it's definitely popularized right now. Um, Especially all types of drugs. Fucking liquor. If you go in the ghetto, it's liquor stores on every fucking corner.
Definitely.
Um, what else?
Right next to the check cashing place. So as soon as you can leave there, you can go right and get your motherfucking liquor.
Everything
See
is
this fucking
everything is right the fuck there. Sex is seen everywhere. TV, fucking now social media. You see everything on social media. You know what I mean? Like everything is unfiltered. So all any types of habits, period, when it comes to and then like we said earlier, not having shit. So when we finally do have something, we want to enjoy it.
right.
Like that's why a lot of people, when it comes to shit that's really real and really serious, a lot of people don't take it serious because niggas is like people don't understand. We are living to die, but us, we fucking dying to live. It's like, look, man,
Real
fuck
shit.
this. I don't care about none of this shit, bro. Once I touch this bread, I'm doing everything I fucking couldn't do. But when you get
Mm-hmm.
that and you do that, what's after that?
Right.
What's after that?
Right. That comes from that hunger and not being used to having shit. Once you get it, you don't know how to act.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, for example, passing down technology instead of a book for bad habits. Definitely, yeah.
Yes, I agree. What you think, Monica?
I agree. I agree that would be a good one. A lot of black people don't read. A lot
At
of
all.
You know, they say if you want to keep something from a black person, put it in a book. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
black people don't read. Now, I say that to myself too. No, I love a good book, but lately I've been getting into audiobooks. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say anything about watching TV because I barely watch TV. But I know a lot of adults will pass their kids a tablet or some shit just to calm them down, get them out their face before they say, oh, read this book. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
How many people still read to their kids before bed? Y'all be having time for that shit, do y'all?
I ain't gonna hold you, bitch. I ain't read a book to my kids in a minute.
Shit. Real shit.
But one thing I do, I definitely, most definitely tell my kids to read. And I do, when I do have time, I do sit down and, you know, have my kids read or whatever the case may be, because my kids, one thing I can say, my twins are real fucking smart. My kids are really smart. And my mom always had a fucking bookshelf in her house. If she didn't have a bookshelf, she had bins filled with books to the top. And that's how I knew so much about art history, because she always had books on Black history. She always had books on anything that would feed your mind. You know what I mean? So when it came to shit in school, I was easy to peep the bullshit that they was teaching me. And that's why I was failing. Like in the beginning, I was doing good in school. But once high school hit, I had my shit going on. But even when I was in class and in school, the teachers would be like, yo, especially African American history, they would be on some shit like, that's not true. And I'm like, bitch, what? I know what I'm talking about. Y'all rewriting our history. Y'all
Right.
erasing our history. So don't fucking tell me what I don't know. First of all, why are you a white teacher teaching African American
That
motherfucking
shit
history?
grind the shit out my gears. Remember Churchill and fucking Contact?
Child,
Why was he teaching African American history?
like for real.
He
Is we
learned
missing
that whole class.
comments?
Let me say, yeah, somebody said some don't read because most can't read. A lot of black people can't read.
Most definitely. A lot of people are illiterate. Somebody said being materialistic, drugs, etc. They expose the kids to drugs and alcohol without an explanation. Most definitely. Yes, not letting them know you can overdose. Yes, some don't read because most can't. Somebody said at this point, add me in the live. My son read a book morning and night. That's good. I read to mine. That's good. Even if it's no words, we say the colors or the animals. Even my nephew, now my son pick up a book on his own. He can't read the words, but he can point at the color blue and say blue, or spot a lion with a group of zebras. That is fucking awesome.
That shit is important too, because kids they're not gonna just take your word for it. You could talk to a child till you blue in the face. They gonna go off of what they see you do.
Most
They
definitely.
imitate. Kids are imitators. If they see you reading and reading to them all the time, that's gonna be what they know. But if they see mom or dad watching TV, doing drugs and shit, eventually they go gravitate towards that shit. They
Exactly.
imitators. Is somebody want to jump on? Who is
Oh
this?
shit, man. Let's
Let me see.
suggest
Let's
you
add a
going to
couple.
on here.
Is this Hakeem? Let me see.
I believe it may be high key. My baby's daddy. It's like no.
You play too much.
High
What's up, boo?
key.
What's up, gang? Y'all know y'all got special guests in the building. Give me a shout out.
Welcome, Hakeem, to Pro Black. You know what I'm saying?
What
Thanks
you
for
got to say about these black people and their priorities?
man. Priorities all fucked up.
Why you say that?
Bills is a month behind, but Butters is brand
Uh,
new.
Real shit.
You feel me? They out here. They out here eating seafood and buying cheesesteaks. Kids only got 10 diapers left.
my
You
bad,
got the
y'all. My
drip.
shit acting up because people calling me.
Cool.
Yes. Black
But no,
people priorities be all fucked up.
yeah, what I mean by like passing on the drugs and shit without explanation, not even just about overdosing though. Just like, all right, boom. Say you smoking in front of your kid, years on, done passed. They done seen you smoking, right? You ain't telling them. You telling them, yeah, smoking is bad. You ain't telling them why it's bad. You ain't telling them how you started smoking. You ain't telling them you wish you can quit, but you can. And how much money you blowing on it.
Right.
You feel me? Little shit like that. All that matters. Pernell, you can come in. All that matters. All that
See,
matters.
but what about shit like that? Because my dad and my uncle used to smoke all the time, and they would tell us it's bad. This is how we started. They would explain all that shit. But
See,
me seeing them smoke, I still wanted to smoke.
yeah, but that's
That
not.
goes to imitating.
But that's not. Yeah, but that's not they fault. At the same time, self accountability, self discipline. They got to teach that. You got to learn that when you get older. That's what I mean by like not high in society and reality from a child. Like
Right.
people smoke, so you're going to see somebody smoking, whether you see it from your family or not. I'd
Right.
rather you see it from your family than somebody else and go hit a lace Dutch or something.
Right.
Feel me? Or smoke some crack or some shit. So that's why, like, yeah, your uncles are smoking in front of you, but you smoking, you can't really put that on them. Yeah, they introduce you to it, but they ain't force you to smoke.
But that goes to say what you just said. That's how my parents was. When I did start smoking, they would help us get the weed because they didn't want us to go on the street and get it from anybody, like you said. So it's to guide you, so make sure you don't do some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's a good job, and it's like, you feel me? That's something you wanted to do, and they already know what weed do, so it's not like it's a harmful drug. I mean, it'll
Right.
kill your pockets, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, somebody said, Sid said, buying 7 persons, but you got your kids in the house hungry. They said they put in their wants before their needs, basically. Somebody said multiple cars, clothes, jewelry, blah, 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 but their kids don't have no life insurance. You're using your kid's social security number to run up their credit for shit you don't need.
Real shit. A lot of black people do that shit. Got
Most
cable
definitely.
bills and shit in they fucking 3-year-old baby name. What is y'all doing?
See, when it comes to shit like that, that is extremely irresponsible. We know how to make a way to finesse some shit that's stupid, but when it's shit that's right, we don't want to fucking do it.
Motherfuckers want to play dumb.
And it's all about being grown. It's a lot of like children out here that's adults.
No cap.
Real shit.
Lying is a part of being a child. When you grown this shit, you pay your own bills, you provide for yourself. What the fuck is you lying for? You don't gotta like.
I was told you only lie when you scared.
You feel me? You scared about what somebody gonna say or repercussions.
Right.
Real shit.
That's real shit.
So
That's
it's like it's just a lot of dumb shit. That's what like passing down bullshit instead of generational wealth. People think generational wealth is always money. It's not. It's knowledge. It's actions. It's behavior. Feel me? It's
It's your
guidance.
character.
All that shit.
Values, all that shit.
Because a lot of us don't have that shit.
Right.
Right.
Y'all got some priorities that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's talk some shit about us now. Fuck talking about everybody else. Let's talk about us.
Your motherfucking business. I'm like, no.
What's some priorities y'all got fucked up? Y'all willing to share some?
Yeah, mine's is like stay like more.
Say it again. We couldn't hear you. Somebody called you and killed your vibe.
Yeah, I had to kill it. I said my problem is I splurge. As long as my bank account got more than 3 figures in there, I feel like, you mean 4 figures.
So you financially irresponsible.
I wouldn't say irresponsible because I handle my priorities. But like, you know, I wouldn't mind splurging.
You got a spending habit.
Yeah, if my shit say like 15, you feel me? I wouldn't mind spending 5.
Okay.
On nothing.
On bullshit.
All right.
What's yours, Monica? You got some?
Mine is the same thing. Like, I like to buy what I like to buy, but when it comes to my bills, I like to put that shit off till I get a late notice.
To the late notice?
My priorities is fucked up. Like, I don't like to give my money to what I don't want to pay for.
See, I like to get my bills out the way. I'll be trying to be a month ahead of the game.
See, as far as rent and shit, that's different. But when it comes to my light bill and shit like that, only thing I pay before it's due is the cable bill because they be trying to cut a motherfucker off while I'm watching TV. But other than that, like, I like the way.
I'm cracking the fuck up. All right, I had y'all share yours. I'm gonna share mine. My priority, where my priorities is fucked up at, is I know that I pass down generational curses, and I hold myself accountable for it. But when I notice it, it's like, okay, it is what it is. But after the fact, I be feeling bad as fuck. But then it's like, oh, that's too late. You know what I mean? Like, I already exposed that. Even though I was exposed to it, I made passing down certain generational curses a bad habit. That's what my priorities is fucked up at.
Another joint is like bitches, man.
Oh,
I'm a sucker. You already know me.
You a simp?
Man, give me 2 minutes of good conversation. I'm gonna give you 3 good blinks. I might fall in love.
I'm cracking the fuck up.
Like, damn, she told me I was tall.
Don't they all tell you that? You play too fucking much.
He said, damn, she told me I was tall. I'm cracking the fuck up.
You feel me? Damn, she noticed.
Yo, you funny as shit, huh?
Right.
No, a lot of people are like that though.
And that'd be the bad thing though. Cause I can't like you after 2 minutes, and then after 2 weeks, I don't like you because you feel me? It's not it.
You like what
You
they
was
said,
just
not them.
infatuated. Your ass ain't like her. You was just infatuated because she was giving you some attention.
It's not even that. It's just like, man, people be giving off the greatest impressions on the first day.
That's what they supposed to do.
Your first 3-4
First
days.
impression is your best impression.
You feel me? Your first 3 days, you get good conversations, consistent phone calls and texts. Y'all might not even make it through the week, 2 weeks. Now your feelings just all over the place. You like, I done fell in love with this bitch after 3 days. This bitch be texting me back.
I'm cracking the fuck
Mike
up.
said it's not too late to change it, Shay. I agree.
They said it's not too late to change what? Passing their generational curses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not too late, but it gets to me now because of the simple fact that I already acknowledge it. You know what I mean? It's like I know that I'm doing it, but it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I'm doing it, and that bothers me. And rather if you know I acknowledge it or not, I'm still passing on trauma to my kids.
Facts.
I don't like that.
See, what I see you do a lot is you explain shit to your kids. So I agree. I think you could figure out how to break that cycle.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure all of that shit out. It's just hard because, and then I'm on my own with my kids. So all I'm going by is from what my mom showed me, because my mom, you know, had all of us by herself. So I'm going from what I know. And I'm trying to change that though, because even though, not putting no shade on my mom, because she did the damn thing, you know what I mean? But some things wasn't always right. Whether if it was with me, my brothers, or her. Some things wasn't always right.
Ain't nobody perfect, so it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's gonna be always right. You gonna make mistakes yourself.
Especially when you by yourself. You can't have no day to, like, you feel me, express how you really feeling. No day to relax. Woosah. You always gotta be on parent mode. You gotta be dad one day, mom one day, or dad and mom at the same time. You got.
I remember my mom cursed me out one time. I think where my dad was at. He said, "I'm your mother and your motherfucking father." I was like, "Okay, I just was asking questions."
You know what's crazy? My daughter, she made me an apron at school, and it said "Dad" on it. It was for Father's Day. So she came home and she said, "Mom, here you go. This for you because you're my mom and my dad." And I understood exactly what she was saying, but I told her, I'm like, "Baby, I'm not your dad." You know what I mean? Like, and I know it probably hurt her heart or whatever.
Who the fuck is playing with these lights?
I'm crying.
If my son don't give me a Mother's Day card, we gonna have some problems.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Her intentions was good, but I was letting her know, like, look, I didn't make you by myself. I don't want her to have a mindset to where if it came down to it and this nigga got the
fucking snacks. Like,
oh, yo, what's those? Pick those up. The cheese. Yo.
Remember these?
Niggas I ain't had them joints since high school, bro.
Sure, my chip selection be supreme.
Yo.
Feel me? The thorough joints.
Those joints used to smack.
The thorough joints. You can't always.
Now you got a bitch all hungry too. But
I had to get these joints.
Them joints be jumping. But yeah, I had to tell my daughter, like, I'm not your dad. Like, I didn't make you by myself. Like, when you
tripping, I had my son by myself. He came right from the butt.
This motherfucker.
Place too much.
Like, I'm raising you by myself, but I didn't make you by myself. Your dad is supposed to hold up to his responsibility, but he's not.
That ass car. Why you gotta back up so much?
Fuck him up, my nigga. It's like, but yeah, like I try to tell my kids that shit. Like,
anybody can tell your kids the truth about their parent. I'm not for the lies.
No, for sure.
I'm for telling you, yo, your mom ain't shit.
Yo,
Hollering.
Your
Yo,
don't
dad,
do that to them.
your
Wait
dad
till
ain't
they
shit.
older and they can
No,
understand.
for what? You let them know now, so when they get older, it won't hurt their heart as much.
It depends on how you do it. Cause I know my brother has issues with his baby mom sometimes, but when I'm around, like he'll do shit like tell his son to call her by her first name. Don't do no shit like that.
yeah, that
Well,
shit
no,
Don't
not
be
ugly.
like
not
that.
teaching them to be disrespectful to their parents.
Not disrespectful, but like this, what you gotta do. Like, boom, say your son and your daughter be like, hey, I want to see mommy, I want to see daddy. All right, daddy busy. All right, call your dad. Now I called your dad for you, son. I wanted you to go over there this day when I wanted to go have me time, but he ain't want you. Let's call him right now and see if he answered. Voicemail. Yeah, he busy. Be honest like that.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
keeps it a bean. Listen, my situation with both of my kids' fathers, when I say I'm protecting my kids from that fucked up shit, and it took a while though. I had to actually have my kids experience hurt for them to realize that their dads don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Kids
it takes.
learn kids learn things different. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the most recent thing that happened with my son, his dad called, right? I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even answer the phone. I gave the phone straight to my son and told him to go in the other room. I don't even want to hear y'all conversation. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he leave out, he answered the phone. He like, I don't even know what he said because my boyfriend told me. He like, um, hey dad, his dad like, hey, what's up, Haji? Whatever, whatever. What's your mom doing? Oh, she getting dressed to take us to school. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later.
See, I hate that when parents call, they check on their kid. First thing they say, "What's your mom doing?"
Now, mind you,
You call for the child.
he usually play him, play it off like he want to talk to him just to try to get my business, all of that type of shit. But when
Mm-hmm.
he did that, my son looked at the phone like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like he
That's because
felt that shit that time. And when I say my son never asked for that man again, never say nothing about that man or nothing, even though I know he love his dad as he should, but he don't even ask for him because he know what type of time his dad is on.
Mm-hmm.
that
I
man don't
had to
want
let him feel that, like, look, I'm not reaching out to your dad no more. And my daughter, she's such a sweetheart. I had to let her know your dad on some shit too. You know what I mean? But I had to get nasty with her because she's so sweet. I had to let her know your dad is not picking up your phone calls because he don't want to, Saya. You know what I mean? Like, had to keep it real with her because I'm not gonna sit here and
Is
keep
she a
having
daddy's
you
girl?
hurt. Huh?
Is she a daddy's girl?
Saya is really like independent.
Mm.
So she not a mommy's girl or a daddy's girl. She just whenever she want her mom, she want her mom. Whenever she want her dad, she want her dad. So I had to really let her know, like, look, it is what it is. I'm not going to keep having you reach out because I used to reach out for them, and my feelings would get hurt. But only reason why my feelings would get hurt because I know how it felt with me not having my dad. See, that's the generational curses passing down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
protecting my kids from them getting hurt. Period. You ain't gonna be talking to somebody that's going to keep abandoning you.
Right.
So it is what it is. As far as that, I keep it real with my kids too.
I got
You're supposed to.
keep it all the way
You
real.
have to. You got to allow them to have that relationship with them so they know who.
Mm-hmm. Real shit. So like, I just be like, man, fuck it. It is what it is. I can't hide the truth from my kids. I just can't do it.
What's some generational wealth y'all passed down already?
Bitch, I'm still trying to build it. I thought I was talking to shit. I could
Same.
call it, bitch. Bro, I'm still trying to build it.
Yeah, you don't got no kids yet, do you?
No,
Oh yeah, so
I
you
ain't
need to
trying
go
to get
ahead.
caught up neither.
Need to go ahead and like two of them Johns, just real quick.
We gonna have to get you off of here with all that blasphemy.
Hey yo, I'm cracking up.
Real shit.
Some generational wealth that I passed down to my kids, I passed them down. All right, so you know how me and my Nika got this. This is our business. This is our platform. This is what we do. My kids see me set up for the lives. My kids ask me, Mom, you got a live tonight? Mom, you got a business meeting tonight? Mom, you talk to my Nika? How your business going? They see me doing all of that.
Said, what is a dad doing too much?
A dad doing
Yes.
too much when he all in your fucking business, using your kids to tell your information and shit, or what your mom doing, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to take care of their fucking kids.
No
Yeah,
cap.
so
Using
he's
the
not
kids as
doing nothing
pawns and
else.
shit to see the mom. That's doing
Mm-hmm.
too much.
Yeah, he not doing nothing. Then he just in the way. He don't miss the kid. He missed that cooch.
Yep, doing too much or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
But yeah, as far as generational wealth, I pass that down to them. I let them know, like, yeah, me and my Nika are business partners. We own a business together. They know that they got a whole. They don't understand it, but they know it's a whole process with owning a business, and they see that I invest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I pass down to my kids.
That's what's up.
They see that you working hard too.
I tell them all the time. And I ask them too, like, what do you like? What do you like? So I can know what you like, so that way we can invest in that too. Even though kids change their mind here and there, I ask them sometimes. That's why I ain't started that shit yet. But my kids going to be business owners too,
Oh, shit.
because I'm not going to teach them to just only know my bank account. You know what I mean? That shit
Mm-hmm.
out. Not saying it like that, but they gonna have whatever I have.
We ain't raising no fucking moochers. Fuck
No
out of
kizzy, no kizzy.
here.
Sid said, my baby dad, if I'm not talking to him, he want to keep the baby and try everything in his power to get me to react.
That's because he missed that cooch.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to get that hole up, sir.
Yeah. Especially if y'all clap here and there. Even if it been, I ain't had sex with him in like 3 months. So what? Y'all was together for 6. So you gave him that. Leave. Feel me?
Real shit.
That's another thing. You can't be doubling back on baby dads just because you know it's toxic and dick good.
Can't double back on anything, period.
From
I'm crying. She said this WAP. Girl, I'm hollering. So, we got anything else on the lineup, my Nika?
No, I think that's it. I think we touched status symbols and priorities in the black community pretty well. I know next week we talking about surgery, plastic
Yes.
surgery in the black community.
So
and they
y'all make
doing it
sure
all
y'all
wrong.
tune in for that.
They
Yeah,
is doing it all wrong.
Yes. It's crazy. So
Say that
we're not gonna
last
give
week.
them too much of that topic on here. We're gonna save that for next week. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and tune in on that one, because that's gonna be lit too.
shit. Thank you everybody who tuned in.
Thank you for joining us, Hakeem.
You know, I'm bored at work, so you know, this was a good little entertainment. Good
Yes.
for live. But
Falia
them,
said, I like this live. Oh, thank you, Falia.
Thank you. Definitely. Thank you everybody who tuned in, and we will be back next week.
If y'all
I
got
got
any
a
topic
question.
suggestions, please DM us personally on our personal pages or on ProBLK.
I got a question.
Yes.
How he gonna say I got questions and just leave? He out of
Yes, I'm
pocket.
crying. Like, what, Hakeem?
Yo.
But yes, y'all, please make sure y'all DM ProBLK, or y'all could DM Monica on her personal page at Philomafupa, and y'all could DM me as well for topic suggestions. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we will definitely talk about it. Y'all already know, same time, same place, same faces.
Real shit. We see y'all next week.
Yes. Peace
All
and
right,
milk.
guys.
All right, baby.